One of the reasons I was very interested in joining the March of the Living is because most of my family were murdered by the Germans. I wanted to speak to the kids on the trip about my growing up in Israel, and generally the fact that nothing like the Shoah would ever happen again.
When Joelle came to us and asked if she could participate, we had quite a few questions, but we were also happy for her to be joining this big group and to be experiencing firsthand this part of Jewish history, just to be another witness to the atrocities that happened and to understand better Jewish history. She definitely came back more mature, and she came also back with a very strong sense of Jewish identity, which is a very important thing for this generation, I think.
I think more so the part that March of the Living really helped me with is the concept of light onto the nations. This idea that it's not enough for us to just take care of ourselves, and be, just in a very tight-knit Jewish community, but rather our responsibility to kind of spread, our ideas of peace and harmony and coexistence with people from other religions or ethnicities or cultures. Hoping that that you represent the Jewish people in a positive way, and the importance of doing that.
It definitely shaped my Jewish identity. It made me feel a lot more connected to my Jewish identity in the long run, and think about the future and how important it is for me to be a part of Jewish continuity. And it also really strengthened my relationship with Israel and made me want to learn more about the history of Israel and about the Jewish connection to the land of Israel and how it's so important for Jewish people to have a state. I think it also sort of reminded me that even though I'm so comfortable in Canada and we're fortunate to live in a time where you can comfortably say that you're Jewish, but you have to realize that we're in a really lucky period of time, and it's not always like that. And I think that the trip really got us to think about that.
So the fact that my first time going to Israel was directly after being in Majdanek and the Warsaw Ghetto and Auschwitz and Lublin and you name it, was certainly a very powerful experience. I mean, the transition kind of speaks for itself. We were slaughtered in Europe because we had nowhere to go. Now we have somewhere to go, and we need to take care of it, and we need to protect it.
One of the things that I really connect back is getting that scholarship from Jewish Federation when I was 18 and looking at the office that I walk into now every morning. It's a big part of my life. It's a big part of my connection to the community, and I really think that March of the Living and the experience that I had, but also knowing that Federation helped me have that experience, I think it has had a really big impact on my life when you look at where I work and what I do and the things that are important to my life today.
Every young person of grade 10 to 12 or 11 to 12 should take the opportunity, if they can, to go on the March of the Living. That's when I felt so proud to be a Jew.